Hello everyone, today we're going on an exciting adventure through Jonathan Swift's famous book, Gulliver's Travels. It's the story of a man named Lemuel Gulliver and his incredible journeys to strange and mysterious lands. The book is divided into 4 parts and each one takes us to a unique world. Let's explore them together. Gulliver begins his journey as a ship's surgeon. During a sea voyage, a storm wrecks his ship and he washes ashore on an island called Lilliput. When he wakes up, he finds himself tied down by tiny people, only 6 inches tall. These are the Lilliputians. At first they are afraid of Gulliver because of his size, but soon they become friendly. They even make Gulliver promise to help them in their war against their rivals, the Blefuscudians. Interestingly, their war is about something very silly, whether to crack an egg at the big end or the small end. Swift uses this to poke fun at the meaningless arguments and conflicts in our own world. Through Lilliput, he shows how humans can be small-minded, even when they think they are great. In his next adventure, Gulliver's ship is caught in another storm, and he ends up in Brobdingnag, a land of giants. This time the roles are reversed. Gulliver is the tiny one, and everything around him is enormous. A farmer finds him and keeps him as a sort of pet. Eventually, Gulliver is taken to the king and queen. The king is curious about Gulliver's world, so Gulliver proudly talks about England's government, wars, and technology. But the king isn't impressed. He calls Gulliver's world corrupt and full of greed and violence. This part of the story makes us think about how our actions might look from an outsider's perspective. It reminds us that sometimes our pride can blind us to our flaws. Gulliver's third journey takes him to Laputa, a floating island that hovers above the ground. The people here are highly intelligent and love science and mathematics, but there's a problem. They're so focused on their experiments that they ignore everything else. For example, they invent things like soft bricks and ice that burns, but these inventions are completely useless. Their obsession with theory over practicality makes life worse for the people below on the mainland. Through this story, Swift criticizes people who chase knowledge without thinking about how it can help others. He shows that wisdom is only valuable if it is used to make the world better. Finally, Gulliver reaches the land of the Houyhnhnms. This is a society of intelligent, rational, and kind horses. They live in harmony and always tell the truth. But there's another group living on the island, the Yahoos. These creatures look like humans, but are wild, dirty, and greedy. Gulliver is horrified to see how savage and selfish the Yahoos are, and he begins to admire the Houyhnhnms. Over time, Gulliver even starts to think humans are more like Yahoos than Houyhnhnms. He becomes so disgusted with humanity that when he returns home, he can't stand being around other people. This part of the story challenges us to reflect on human behavior and ask, are we as civilized as we think we are? In the end, Gulliver's Travels is more than just an adventure story. It's a brilliant satire that uses humor and imagination to make us think about our own world. Jonathan Swift teaches us about the dangers of pride, the need for practical wisdom, and the importance of being kind and truthful. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed exploring the world of Gulliver's Travels. Don't forget to read the book and discover even more about these amazing adventures. See you next time. Till then, like, share and subscribe to The Literary Trail.